So now you know what I do. My sister's wondering what happens at a poetry reading. Now she found out.
Really awesome. Okay, ZMYs. We just met today. He's co-publisher of a couple different ones. You know, I'm just going to let you tell your story.
Okay, all right.
You're probably a little more better at it than I am. So, come on up. I'll wait that, yeah. All right.
Good evening, all. Oh, well, it's dark in here, so. My name is Z.M. Weiss. I am the co-editor and co-owner of both Transcendent Zero Press with Dustin Pickering and Weasel Press with, well, he wouldn't want me to say his real name, so he likes to be called Weasel. That's his pen name, just Weasel. And in some cases he kind of looks like one. It's kind of funny. But, we won't tell him that. I have 3 books on sale. One of them is Wolf. It's my first epic poem, and as well as my 2 other books, The Wandering Poets and Take Me Back Kingswood Clock, and as well as books from Transcendent Zero Press. We have this magazine that we publish quarterly called Harbinger Asylum. So if you'd like to buy any moich from me, please see me. That's end of commercial. It feels a little dirty now. Let's change the subject. Actually, my first piece, it's how I got back into meditation recently, and I couldn't think of a good title for it, and there's this person with the last name Sunba, so I thought anything with the word sun in it, it seemed that it fit at that time, so Sunba. Out of mind after a 20-minute meditation spent in the dim room, the dim carpeted room, with one pane of glass scenery, peering at outside life, looking in. Pretzel-legged on the ebony half-sphere pillow, the eldest mantra has returned to be declared repeatedly until awakened from the temporary cocoon. The astral body sways, the physical body sways, the heavenly body is tempted to collapse, but straight-line posture keeps it intact and secure. Voices made of celestial air conditioners blow artificial wind. One statement of unrecognizable power swallows the shaded one whole. Relapse of 15 laps around the one-track mind, perfectly centered within the self. Geometric vision, body symmetry, your floating lips are art. Kiss this canvas, balanced on an organic easel. For one relatively safe moment, forget intertwining public fingers, forget secret stairwell lovers, forget inadmissible evidence of cotton-mouth pressure and maroon cheeks, bow to the invisible, the eyes align, dispose of all asinine pauses, return to the time of humble beginnings. This next piece is dedicated to women who are battling with cancer, and it's called Through Her Warrior Eyes. She sees victory. She sees evil being vanquished. Through her warrior eyes, all that seems improbable will be accomplished within a matter of seconds. As the faithless blindly walk on the desolate scribbled path of indecisiveness, she gift wraps the power to believe, hands it to them, then rides on, leaving behind a trail of inspiration. Those who do not doubt it will see its glow. Its glow stretches far beyond any rainbow, penetrating the nearest body of water. She converses at times with the Lady of the Lake, but she does not need Excalibur to conquer this war of the century. Through her golden heart and strength of steel, she will crush this faceless enemy single-handedly, defeating every sneak attack and ruthless comeback without breaking a single drop of perspiration. The supremacy of love is on her side. The commanding call is spoken through her words. Give it hell, and do not give it a moment's thought. To the populace who have hope, look to her. Keep your eyes on her, and clouds undulating above will answer the request of the unbelievable. Continue your everyday journey. To the sordid nightmare who tries to triumph over the fighter, you will never succeed. Retreat to whatever cavern you crawled out of. You will not stand a chance against her, for she will flick you off her shoulder like the insignificant pest you are. There shall be no more scrimmages here. She has the power to redefine the impossible. Through abiding tenacity, the entirety of this brawl will be a glimpse of valor, one fair and square, seen through the eyes of a warrior. Thank you. You know, in from an outsider's perspective, sometimes if someone you know, or if you're in an abusive relationship, it's very easy for an outsider to just say either get over it, let it go, why don't you just leave them? But it's a lot harder for the person within the situation. And this is dedicated to a friend of mine who was going through something similar, but she realizes that she has more power than she thinks. It's called Raucous Part 2. Clash, crash, dishes thrown, a traumatized lady. Under unvarying pressure, obsessive, possessive behavior becomes him. Invisible leash, complete with choke collar round her cornered neck. Emotions, hindered by his empty words and concrete fists. For ages she has wanted to leave, but weekly death threats have altered her psyche. This is not jealousy. This is a raucous ruckus inside her mind, driving her to saddened madness. Scars have said otherwise. Cuts and bruises persuade her further. She will not only escape, but stand on those 2 feet of independency. She needs no man to hold her down. She needs no man to hold her back. She has aspirations of her own, aspirations that will align these 2 worlds. Martians and Venusians become one. Taste the sweetness of diversity, easing its way into unity. Stand for the uncalled for thunderbolts. Bolt out his limbo door and roar from thunder from within. You are woman. You are person. Nothing on this goddamn planet could be further from the truth. Your ever-loving power is our generator, our life force on tap. Step forth, for it is your time. No more dead-end tears. Teach them how to conquer the fool who calls himself fear. Thank you. How am I doing on time?
Keep going.
Okay.
The next poet is on his way here, so.
Caballero?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be reading a piece from my epic poem called Wolf. And it started out as a stream of consciousness piece. I had my voice recorder with me. I was walking towards a full moon, pretty cliche, right? But I've always wanted to write an epic. I never knew how exactly, and suddenly I was sort of guided, but I wanted to add a lot more structure to it. So I divided it into 18 parts. And this is part 10, when the wolves have realized that they have been ambushed and that they're going towards their, I guess you could say, battle station. And it's called Red Fern, and it was inspired by where the red fern grows. So the piece is called Discussing True Nature and Discovering Red Fern. Doesn't thy senses take hold when critical times draw near? Doth thy eye see Armageddon bathed in creationist blood? Doth thy ear hear tearful weeping from family that mourns at full speed? Doth thy nose smell aftershocks that precede wolf-made tremors? Doth thy tongue taste bitter rumors that have speculated over countless disasters? Doth thy paw touch the beginning of the end, the part where we began, to realize our undeniably true nature? Lukewarm, true nature. What is in a word? What is in a name? What does the common ear approval say about sustaining a fairly regular balance of consistency? True nature. No wolf has spread willow tree blasphemy since the unholy union of wolf and man. Oh, we have rolled in unmarked graves and haunted yards beyond unspeakable doubting selves. The song has been belted out. The temperature has risen. The eve of battle is only a day away. True nature? To rebel against every abomination that barges in? To shut out the outsiders who dare intrude with a look of pleading mercy in the dead of night? To dig up every loved one as if they are a prehistoric bone, like the domesticated subordinates who cower beneath us? True nature. Now run to the nearest haven and damn the rest. Who goes there? Who goes where? Eyes in the dark? Flesh lust frothing at the mouth? Jaws biting down hard on reality? 8 miles north, the pack is due north. Red fern, it flourishes on bountiful land. It is nurtured with care through many water showers, through streets hidden for the good of the entire colony. Under lupus we serve, under Selene we mate my brothers, and with fruitful intentions reproduce new soldiers of obligation. Artemis provides the will to hunt with blind rage, deaf accusation, mute judgment calls. In the spring's opening, a cool drink rounds out the other aspects. On top of Red Fern, the signal wolf awaits our arrival and immediate stay. Nervous wrecks of war battle plans, the premature battle plan. They will throw themselves down the raucous lines of Bell Toll Mountain. Sneaking past the border, they will eradicate our ranks. We shall slumber against dead-end fields tonight. The flies will not dare to fly when the flea-ridden cats are left with the only option: attack from the front. Peace of mind, barely a piece of peace in these worried souls' heads. A decent night's sleep, not 1 minute of eyes wide shut. When a commoner is born to be wild, civil programming no longer exists. A loon nearby calls out, bird of insanity shall be bird of prey in a confetti throw of bloody feathers. What was once the central lover's dining area, lapping up what little river purity we have left, is a carnivorous horde of rejects living in desperation, tongue-in-cheek conflict. Dream of colored vision in this black and white vintage world. Over the leaves of grass we sleep and take no life for granted. I think that's all for now.
Alright. I'm not supposed to do this, but
Can I read one?
Totally.